Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Round 80! Mike, 58, right there. Hey, QB's tracks. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Swift. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, high 7. 56. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Get ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
60 outlaw.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Taylor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
48. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check it out.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the curl, whip. Watch the whip.
Fire.
Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
General West. Switch. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 56. I got it.
Now.
Back to throw. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Go. Bravo. 91.
1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Big grip.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these
under pressure, they got him again. Za'Darius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down, Bills.
Brown 80! Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Stop. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
56. Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus. 58's to Mike. 58.
And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the pressure gets to him again.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the screen.
Back to throw here. He finds Corey Davis. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta. 58's the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, hold on. This way. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Forced out to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brand, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen's throw is complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5. They will find Davis. That's complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Don't say nothing.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Ready?
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We got 3. We got 3.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We better than that.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Everyone got 4. 4 down. I got you, 88. I got you. 31's going to...
Allen now looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Smooth. Got 4 down. 31's the mic.
6 man. Check curls. Check that.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And Diggs has it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The give to Taylor. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the...
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.